Hi all. Now we are going to discuss about multi-stage amplifiers. What is meant by multi-stage amplifier? As this name indicates, it means more than one stage. So we can define this multi-stage amplifier as amplifier that produce voltage, current and power gain through the use of more than one stage. That is multi-stage amplifier, amplifier with more than one stage. Here output from one stage is connected to the input of next stage through a coupling device, some sort of coupling device. This type of connection or this process is known as cascading. That is, output from one stage is connected to the input of next stage through some sort of coupling device. See here we can see two stage amplifier. This is the first stage to which we are applying this input Vi, and from the first stage the output is connected to the input of second stage. From that we are taking this output. This is two stage amplifier. This is cascading. Output from one stage is connected to the input of next stage. Okay. Then what is the use of coupling device? Already I told you that one stage is connected to the next stage through some sort of coupling device. What is the need for this coupling device? They are used to transfer the AC output from one stage to the next stage. To transfer the AC output from one stage to the next stage. Or we can say that it blocks the DC to pass from one stage to the next stage. In any way, these coupling devices are used to isolate this DC conditions. So we can say that these coupling devices are used to pass AC output from one stage to next stage. To pass AC output from one stage to next stage, or to block DC from one stage to next stage. To block DC from one stage to next stage. So coupling devices are used to isolate DC conditions. That's about this multi-stage amplifier. That means it's an amplifier with more than one stage. Here the output from one stage is connected to the input of next stage through some sort of coupling devices. Coupling devices are used to pass AC output from one stage to next, or to block DC from one stage to next stage. Okay. Next topic is on cascade amplifiers. Here we can see N stage cascaded amplifier. Here N different stages are cascaded. This is the first stage to which the input Vi is applied, and this is the second stage, this is the third stage, and this is the last stage, nth stages. Here N different stages are cascaded. Why cascade amplifiers are used? Why different stages are cascaded like this? It's mainly to increase the voltage gain of the amplifier. So cascaded amplifiers are mainly used to increase the overall voltage gain of the amplifier and to obtain the desired output and input impedance. So that's about this cascade amplifier. Different stages, N stages are cascaded here to increase the overall voltage gain and to obtain the desired output and input impedance. This is the first stage to which the input Vi is applied, and this is the stage having gain A1 and the phase angle less than theta 1, and the output from this first stage V1 that is applied to the input of second stage, which is having gain A2, and from here the output is V2 that is connected to the input of third stage. In this way here we are using N different stages. This is the last stage from which we are taking this output, that is Vn, that is the output from the last stage. That is the final output from this cascaded amplifier. Then next we are going to see the effect of gain on cascaded amplifier. Already I told you that cascaded amplifier are mainly used to increase the overall voltage gain. Then now we can see how this is this effect on the gain in cascade amplifier. From the figure we can see that for the first stage, what is input? For the first stage, input is Vi and output is V1, and that output is connected to the input of next stage, that is second stage, which is having gain A2, and from that we are getting the output as V2. This is our second stage, and output from this second stage V2, that is connected to the input of third stage, which is having gain A3. From that we are getting the output V3. In this way, in cascaded amplifier, different stages and different stages are cascaded each other. Okay. So, for the first stage we can write gain A1 less than theta 1, that's equal to, what is the gain? Output voltage divided by input voltage. For the first stage, output voltage is V1 and the input voltage is Vi. So, we can write like this. Then for the second stage, for that we can write, which is having gain A2 less than theta 2, that's equal to, here the output voltage is V2 and the input voltage is V1. So, the ratio will be like this and so on. Okay. So, in this way up to nth stage we can write. But what is for the nth stage? For nth stage, the gain will be An less than theta n, that we can write it as output from nth stage, that is our final output, that is Vn, and for that stage input is obviously Vn minus 1. So, for the nth stage we can write the gain like this. From this, the overall gain, that we can write it as the overall gain Av, that's equal to output from the last stage Vn divided by input to the first stage Vi. This is the overall gain. What is its value? So, that overall gain Av, that we can write it as the overall gain will be the multiple of this individual gain. So, we can write like this: A1, gain A1 less than theta 1 into A2 less than theta 2 up to An less than theta 2. So, the overall gain in cascaded amplifier will be like this: A1 into A3 in A2 into A3 up to An. Gain will be the product of individual gain, and the angle will be theta 1 plus theta 2 up to theta n. This is the overall gain of this cascaded amplifier. Thus, we can say that in cascaded amplifier, magnitude of the overall gain is the product of magnitude of this individual gain. Okay. Then what about the magnitude of this phase angle? What is the overall phase angle? In cascaded amplifier, the overall phase angle, that is the sum of individual phase angle. That is the effect of gain in cascaded amplifier. The overall gain of the cascaded amplifier will be the product of individual gain, and phase angle is the sum of individual phase angles. Okay. Then next we can see the effect of bandwidth on cascading. For that also we are considering the same n stage cascaded amplifier. For this n stages, let FL is the lower cutoff frequency and FH is the upper cutoff frequency. Then for the individual stages, the gain at low frequency is related to the gain at mid frequency, that we can write it as FL is the lower cutoff frequency, FH is the upper cutoff frequency. Then we can write the gain at lower cutoff frequency, that is AL of F, related with the gain at mid frequency, that we can write it as AL of F equal to AM divided by 1 minus JFL divided by F, where FL is the lower cutoff frequency and AM is the gain at mid frequency. This is the gain at lower cutoff frequency. Okay. Then for n stages we can write it as, for the n stages already we know that for n stages gain will be the product of individual stages. So the gain at lower cutoff frequency for n stages in terms of mid frequency we can write like this. Okay. Then what is its magnitude? The magnitude of this gain can be written as magnitude of ALN of F, that's equal to AM divided by this magnitude we can write it as 1 plus FL divided by F all square all raised to n, that we can write it as AM divided by 1 plus FL by F all square, that root we can write it as all raised to 1 by 2, then all raised to n. So we can write this AM raised to n divided by 1 plus FL by F all square all raised to n by 2, that is the lower gain at lower cutoff frequency for n stages. Let it be the equation 1. Then let the overall lower cutoff frequency is FLN, that means for all n stages let the overall lower cutoff frequency is FLN. Already we know that at the lower cutoff frequency the gain will be reduced by root 2. So we can write the magnitude of gain at overall lower cutoff frequency, that is the gain will be reduced by root 2. So we can connect this with the equation 1, then we can write it as so we can write the equation 1 like this. At the overall lower cutoff frequency gain will be reduced by root 2, that is this value. So we can equate this with equation 1 and we will get like this. Okay. So we can write it as 1 plus FL by FLN all square all raised to n by 2 equal to root 2. That means from the equation 1 we are replaced this FL by FLN overall lower cutoff frequency, and equating. After that we will get like this. Okay, so here we can write it as 1 plus FL by FLN all square all raised to n by 2, that I am writing like this. Here I am multiplied with this 2 by n. So here also at the right side also I am doing the same. 2 I am write it as all raised to 1 by 2, and here also I am multiplied with this power 2 by n. Then we can write it as 1 plus FL by FLN all square, that's equal to 2 raised to 1 by n. So we can write FL by FLN all square, that's equal to 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1, that is FL divided by FLN, that's equal to square root of 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1. So we can write the overall lower cutoff frequency FLN like this. Overall lower cutoff frequency FLN, that's equal to FL divided by root of 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1. This is the overall lower cutoff frequency in cascaded amplifier. Okay, here we can see that what about its value, overall lower cutoff frequency. Overall lower cutoff frequencies increased by a factor 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1. That's the main thing. In cascaded amplifier, lower cutoff frequency, overall lower cutoff frequencies increased by a factor 2 raised to root of 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1. Then we can see what will happen at upper cutoff frequency. So next we are going to consider the upper cutoff frequency FH. So considering the upper cutoff frequency, what is the gain, as we are doing in this lower cutoff frequency, we can write this gain at upper cutoff frequency H of f. Connecting with this mid band gain, we can write AM divided by 1 plus JF by FH. So for n stages we can write it as already we know that the overall gain will be the multiple of individual gains. So AM divided by 1 plus JF by FH all raised to n. So the magnitude we can write it as AHN of m magnitude, that is equal to AM raised to n divided by root of 1 plus F by FH all square all raised to n. That we can write like this. Let it be our equation 1. Sorry, let it be our equation 2. Then if the overall upper cutoff frequency is FHN overall upper cutoff frequency is FHN. What will be the gain at this overall upper cutoff frequency for this n stages? We know that the gain will be reduced by root 2. So we can write like this. Then equate this with equation 2, then we will get like this. By equating we will get like this. Then here also we are doing the same thing, 1 plus FHN by F all square all raised to n by 2. Here I am multiplied with this power 2 by n, and root 2 we can write it as 2 raised to 1 by 2. Here also we have to multiply with this 2 by n. This will cancelled. Then we can write 1 plus FHN by FH all square, that's equal to 2 raised to 1 by n. Then we can write FHN divided by FH, that's equal to all square, that's equal to 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1. So we can write FHN by FH. What is its value? That's equal to root of 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1. So we can write the overall upper cutoff frequency FHN. Overall upper cutoff frequency FHN, that's equal to FH, upper cutoff frequency of individual stages, into root of 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1. Here we can see that this upper cutoff frequency, overall upper cutoff frequency for n stages cascaded amplifier, that is decreased by a factor root of 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1. From this we can see that on cascading the lower cutoff frequency is increased by the factor root of 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1, and the upper cutoff frequency is decreased by the factor root of 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1. So what will happen to the bandwidth? Lower cutoff frequency is increased by a factor and upper cutoff frequency is decreased by a factor. Then what happened to the bandwidth? We know that bandwidth equal to upper cutoff frequency FH minus FL. So what happened to this bandwidth for this n stages? That is FH minus FL. That will be always less than this bandwidth of this individual stages, because lower cutoff frequency is increased and upper cutoff frequency is reduced by a factor. So the bandwidth will be decreased, that we can see here. See here, this is the frequency response of amplifier. This is lower cutoff frequency, this is upper cutoff frequency. In x axis frequency is marked, in y axis gain is marked. Okay. This is the maximum gain of individual section AV, and at lower cutoff frequency here at upper cutoff frequency gain is reduced by a factor root 2, AV by root 2. Then in cascaded amplifier what is happening for the gain and bandwidth? We know that gain is increased. Cascaded amplifier is used to improve the gain, so the gain will be increased. Gain is increased. So this is our gain in n stages. Then after cascading we can see that, see here, What happened to this lower cutoff frequency and upper cutoff frequency in end stage cascaded amplifier? Lower cutoff frequency is increased by a factor root of 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1. This is the new lower cutoff frequency. It is increased. And what happened to this upper cutoff frequency FHN? It will be reduced by a factor root of 2 raised to 1 by n minus 1. Then what happened to this bandwidth? This is the new bandwidth, that is decreased. So we can say that bandwidth for this n stages, that is decreased, that is less than the bandwidth of previous case. So in cascaded amplifier the gain is increased, and it is used to get the desired input output impedance and to get the improved overall gain, but here the bandwidth is decreased. That's about this cascaded amplifier. Thank you.